Yeah, good morning, Michael. As you mentioned, very, very, very rich history of this event and just sailing in general for this event. But I think no better person than to chat to would be the Commodore of the Royal Cape Yacht Club, in Cape Town. It's Mr. Neil Gregory. Neil, just from your point of view, this event itself and the sport, just the rich history, just take us back briefly, sort of where it all began and how things have advanced over the many years.
Yes, the Lipton Cup started, this is the 110th edition of the Lipton Cup. It's a rich history. It started originally in a boat called a 30 square meter. Eventually those boats became quite old, and it eventually went to an L26, which is a more modern boat. And I think which is really significant is we've now moved to a very modern boat called a Cape 31. And so this particular event, sailing now, will be in a Cape 31. What's important about the event is that it is a yacht club event. So clubs throughout the country are taking part in it. So it's very prestigious. It's the top sailors, really the top sailors, the top teams, the top crews. The boats are really fantastic. They are one design boats, meaning that every single article, mast, the build of the boat's exactly the same, and the crews have to weigh in. So the boats weigh the same, and the weight of the crew taking part will be the same. So it makes it a really exciting event. And let me tell you, if you thought that the Wimbledon champs last weekend was difficult to predict a winner, no one knows who's going to win the Lipton Cup.
It definitely sounds as if there's an equal opportunity for all the sailors involved and all teams involved. Over the many years, you've seen participation grow surely and interest for the event. I mean, what is the state of sailing within the country at the moment?
Sailing is in a high. I think we have two major events, Cape Toria, which is coming up at the end of the year, and Lipton Cup, which is taking part now. There are 10 boats, the only 10 Cape 31s that have been built so far, and the 10 boats that will be taking part in the event. The interest was huge, and I think what's even more important is that each club had a sail-off. So to select the teams, it wasn't just a team that is taking part, it was actually a selection to actually get a team for the event.
And then just in terms of today's event, what can we look forward to? I know we'll be here sort of for the duration of the event, but what are we looking forward to today? What are the sailors wanting to just fine-tune their preparations ahead of that date, 4th August?
Yes, so what's happening today is that there'll be 3 races. The wind looks good, bit cold, but the wind looks good. We're probably going to have about 20-25 knots by the afternoon. And all the teams are here, everyone's participating, so everyone's actually trying to see how fast they are, what they're doing well, what they're doing badly, and whether their preparation is now working. So there's a lot at stake today. I doubt if we're going to have 3 winners. I think each race will be a different winner, and possibly even second and third. So it's going to be an exciting day on the water.
And lastly, just off camera early on, we had spoken about the inclusivity of the sport and from a committee point of view and the yacht point of view, wanting to transform the sport. Just briefly, what are your plans in terms of that?
The club, Royal Cape, in terms of transformation, it's probably one of our key ticket items that we're involved with. We do have an academy. The academy has taken off far bigger than we ever expected. We have 100 students currently on the program, and these students, when they are trained, will go into, often a lot of them will go, apart from sailing, will go into the marine industry, which is boat building, mast making, sail making. So that's actually what's happening around the academy. With regard to transformation, it is trying to get people that are interested in sailing. I think that's where it's different maybe to other sports. You need to be prepared and want to go in the water and get wet and get cold. And you can probably see behind me the academy boats all getting ready to go out. So I think from a Royal Cape point of view, and probably sailing generally in the country, we are certainly moving in the right direction.
Fantastic, Neil. Thanks very much for your time, and may the event today, go along smoothly and sailingly. Well, there you go, Michael. Just an exciting day ahead for the Lipton Challenge Cup out here in Cape Town, and we'll be sure to keep you abreast of things during the course of the day.